What's happening?
Welcome to the No Cap Sports Show podcast. With sports and convos collide, I'm your host, the Cobra.
I am your host, O Dog, aka O. Get there early. What's
Yeah,
poppin'? Shout
yes,
out to
sir.
Money Mo. Shout out to Money Mo. Shout out to the one and only the OG, Fredo, aka he is him not.
yeah,
That's how.
No Cap Sports Show. It's just the two of us today, the dynamic duo. But that's all right. Mo Money and Fredo will be back next week.
Yes, sir.
My man Mo Money traveling, Fredo on vacation, but we're gonna hold it down for him.
As we as we
Yes,
should,
sir.
no doubt. Welcome back, man. Welcome back, all our listeners and viewers. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We had a little bit of miscommunication, but don't worry. That show with KG, Mr. Kenny Gallup himself, will be live up close in person coming in real soon. So please understand, you bear with us. Definitely want to give that young man his flowers. So we gonna get right to it though, man. It's a lot going on out here in the world, in the sports world. What's popping?
Yeah, man, you ain't lying about that. I figured we start talking about some football. So the fans hit us, and the first question they asked is, "What's up with the Dallas Cowboys? What the fuck are they doing?" So
Man, when you
just make sense out of it for me.
man, Money Mo, man, where you at? Money Mo, where you at? Man, I truly believe I think that the the owner, Mr. Jerry Jones, is saying, like, man, look, it's put up or shut up. I'm tired of dishing out bread, dishing out money. And, the guys is, I'm doing my part, giving 2 year, 3 year deals, and then we go mess around, get home, home field advantage for the first 2 rounds and mess around and get blown out. Year before losing the first round for the Cowboys. I guess he's sick and tired of it. And I guess he like, man, show me.
Yeah,
Show me. So
yeah,
I do feel like it's definitely frustration for the young boy CD Lamb. I think he definitely deserves his bread. I don't think he should be punished for what the people did before him. Um, but with that being said, it's the nature of the beast and that business that we call the NFL, which stands for not for long. So I truly believe the young man will get his money. I think he just got to be patient, and his agent should be like, yeah, we chilling. Especially with another young wide receiver that just got a bag. Congratulations to DJ Moore. Out of played at University of Maryland. I think he's from the Philadelphia, New Jersey area or whatever. Shout out to that young man. Just got a brand new deal, the biggest contract extension for the Chicago Bears in the franchise history. A wide receiver in the franchise history. So shout out to him. And if I was CD Lamb and I was his agent and his team, I'd just be sitting back chilling, be like, yeah, I got more numbers than all of them.
fact,
So
fact.
hopefully he stacked his bread and he can just sit back and chill and be like, yeah, I'm not showing up to nothing until y'all get my deal right. As far as Parsons goes, I think he gonna be whenever he gonna be the highest paid defensive player in the history of the league.
Without being
So
said, yeah,
that ain't even need that. We don't waste our time talking about that. And then as far as the young boy Dak Prescott, I mean, he hold all the cards. We talked about it a little bit before on a pre-recorded joint we did for the with KG. So I think he holds all the cards, man. And if I was him, I would just go out and bet on himself. Or the words of my little brother, Mr. Antoine Bethea. And it worked well for Joe Flacco probably about 10 years ago. It worked out very well for him. And I think he should just bet on himself, focus on football. Don't worry about no contract extension. He's made plenty of money, so he's good. He will be good, and go ball out, man, and show everybody. You know
yeah,
what I mean? And then you can sit back and go on vacation somewhere after the season, and you be good. So
yeah.
that's just my take on what's going on with the Cowboys, man. I just truly believe Jerry Jones is like, man, I'm tired of it. Giving these youngins their bread, and we going home in the first round every year. So
Yeah. And I mean, I detected no lies right there, cuz I agree with you. And we talk about the Cowboys a lot off the strength of Money Mo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Money Mo mentioned before in the show that one thing he tipped his hat to regarding Jerry Jones is he always pay his players.
Yep.
He normally throw that bag at him. I
No
think,
doubt.
and I think by him not backing up the Brinks truck right now, I don't think that's any indication that he doesn't value CD Lamb, that he doesn't value Dak
Yeah.
and the rest of the guys who contracts are ready to be negotiated. I think that he's just at the point where he's ready to win. You know what I mean? Because the for the past I don't know how many years the Cowboys always talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. And
Indeed.
Jerry Jones, as we just stated, he's known to throw that bread to his players. So I think this time he doesn't want to put the cart before the horses. He want to do it the right way this time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Earn this bread. Show me that y'all gonna go out when it matters the most and maximize your talent, maximize the talent of this team and try to bring home a championship because they are a championship caliber team. He just
No
wants them
question.
to maximize their potential. So I
No,
think
no.
so I think that's all it is. But with that being said, fuck the Cowboys.
Hey, Ronnie Mo, don't let him do you like that. Got a lot of,
Hey,
got a lot of my friends, man. A lot of our friends, big time Cowboy fans, man, or whatever the case may be. And it is what it is. But yeah, I ain't never really been a Cowboy fan. I do support. Always want to see the young boy Dak Prescott do good, unless they playing against the Cincinnati Bengals. And
yeah,
then other than that, man, yeah, I don't, it is what it is. But they gonna stay in the news. They gonna Jerry Jones. They that's the reason why they gonna stay in the news. They gonna stay still bringing in that money and that revenue and that income,
hmm
and they gonna be relevant. They gonna be talked about for the whole season. Look, we've been talking about them the whole off season, and they gonna continue to talk about him.
yeah,
So he know
yeah,
what he doing.
yeah, for
They know
sure.
what he doing.
And salute to Dallas though, because last year the No Cap crew went out there to Dallas Stadium and got to experience Jerry's World for the first time. And
Yeah,
and I, I'll be the first to admit that was the best football experience I ever had. Like
tough,
what Jerry created out there is, man. I mean, it's top of the top elite. So shouts out to them.
tough,
Yeah,
tough, tough. That's what's up.
yeah. So, because there was a lot of talk about the quarterbacks, the new crop of quarterbacks that just came in. You know, which rookie quarterback do you see succeeding the most in this upcoming season?
You know what? I think the young man that's going to succeed the most, I don't know if he'll play right away. And that's the young man that came out of University of Washington. And a lot of our shows, a lot of, our OG Fredo and I had some, serious debates on why does Atlanta Falcons take a guy such and such with the number one pick, number 8 overall. It was a very high pick. True indeed, they could have easily went somewhere else and did something to help out the defense and get some other players. But I think, the young what's the young man name? I forgot, Cole.
Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah, Penix Jr. sitting behind an ultimate pro. People don't understand when you get an opportunity to learn how to be a pro, especially at the quarterback position. You know what I'm saying? If he can just tap in and learn how Kirk Cousins sees the game, because he is way more athletically gifted than Kirk Cousins,
Mm-hmm.
but it's right here. You see what I'm saying? So if he can just learn, even if it's for 6, 7 games. Hopefully, Kirk Cousins is healthy and he's good to go. Shout out to the young boy Carlos Washington down there from one of the young boys. We're gonna get him on the show down there with the Atlanta Falcons. Hope he's having a great camp, healthy camp. If he can just learn from him, cuz sky's the limit. So that's what I can't wait to see the young boy in the preseason. And I think that is the guy that I want to see most. And I say that to say, cuz look what Jordan Love did. yeah, his first 5, 6 games, because he was the starter, he was up a little over all over the place. But when he settled down and said, "Man, shit, I'm about to just ball," you know what I'm saying? Learning what he
Yeah,
learned from Aaron Rodgers for 2, 3 years, you think that don't, regardless if you like that man or not, learning from him, seeing how he see the game, sitting in them quarterback meetings, offensive meetings, you think that don't play no part in his success? Shit.
absolutely, absolutely.
So what you now? You know what I'm saying? Kirk Cousins nowhere near no Aaron Rodgers, but shit, mentally vicious
Yeah,
with it. So hey, so I'm anxious to see the young boy. Also, but I'm also and Fredo gonna love this one. I'm anxious to see the young boy Daniels.
yeah,
Anxious to see the young boy Daniels. As
yeah,
far as far as the other one go, the youngin up there, Bo Nix. No, it ain't no hatred towards him, but I hope they go 0-78. I hope they lose the next 3 years. I hope they don't win a game. For how I ain't no big Russell Wilson fan, but how that man treated Russell Wilson, man, I hope they don't win a game, bro. So yeah, I'm anxious to see. Sorry for the long-winded answer, but I want to see the young boy Justin Daniels, and like I said, I want to see the boy Penix. What about
yeah.
you?
Yeah, so I think that's a good point. I think Michael Penix Jr., I think out of the three, to me, he looks like a pro quarterback. I think he's pro ready
Yeah,
in terms
so
of
he
his
old enough.
he's
He
old
32.
enough. He's
Yeah, he
experienced, he's
32.
older. I think his mind is more mature. And as you stated, he gets a chance to sit behind Kirk Cousins, who's the ultimate professional. And I know we criticize him a lot, but he's a great quarterback. He's a great
No question.
professional. And if it's anybody you can sit back and learn from, he's in a great position learning behind Cousins. You know
No
what I'm saying?
question.
So
No.
once he gets his opportunity, he'll hit the ground running. But I think just looking at him, looking at all these quarterbacks in college and being able to see a few snippets from training camp, I think Jaden Daniels is
Mm-hmm.
the most talented out the crew.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
naturally gifted, naturally talented. But in terms of succeeding this year, I'm going to go with Caleb Williams, and this is why.
Okay. I'm about to say, let me know why, because I want to know why you think, you know what I'm saying, he gonna do better.
I'm going with Caleb Williams because I think that he has a supporting cast around him that's going to help him succeed.
No
He
question.
has everything that he needs on offense for him to be successful. So you have I don't know how to pronounce his name, Adunze, I believe, a wide
Yep,
receiver.
the receiver out of University of Washington. Yep.
Yes, sir. You got Keenan Allen at wide receiver. You got DJ Moore at wide receiver, and then they brought in DeAndre Swift
Three
at
monsters.
yeah,
Three monthers.
and then you got
Three monsters.
DeAndre Swift, our running back now, who's shown that he's a hell of a running back.
Running back.
And then you have a respected and dependable tight end in Mercedes Lewis. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I just
The
don't see
OG. The OG.
the
No
OG.
question.
The
The
OGs.
OG.
So
No question.
I just can't see how Caleb Williams will fail with that type of supporting cast around him. You know what I
Right.
mean? If he don't have a good productive year, then I'm gonna be looking at him a little
Yeah.
different.
My
Yeah.
only my only question with that is, and I know they did do I don't know if they drafted, but I know they did address it. Their offensive line, So if they give him some time, but like I say, man, uh, I'm all for starting them and throwing them in the fire. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm also, man, learning, man.
Yeah.
Learning. It's nothing like if you can learn. I ain't saying you got to sit them the whole, 17. But if you can learn them 3, 4 games and see them defense and see that speed of that game, you know what I'm saying? I think that plays a major part. But yeah, Caleb Williams definitely always gonna root for the hometown kid. Shout out to the young boy, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Always want to root for them, and you know what I'm saying, see what's up. Always want them to do well. Always want the hometown kids to do well. Sure.
Yeah, you remember back in the day, and back in the day, it seems like every quarterback who was drafted into the league had that opportunity to sit behind somebody and learn before they got thrown out there
What they
into
got
the
going on.
fire. And
Yeah.
but in the last decade or two,
Hey,
you know what
been
I mean?
throwing
It just
in.
seemed like they expecting these quarterbacks to come right in and be fucking Dan Marino.
Man, you know what's crazy? On the excuse me, all our listeners and viewers, I had to take a sip, but that's that good Pinot on the wall right there. A nice red, summertime red. We are wine connoisseurs over here too. Don't
Yes,
get
sir.
it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all get y'all a nice Pinot on the wall for the summertime, a nice summertime red. You can also chill it with a chiller. Trust me. You know what I mean? Smooth. With that being said, you know, the on HBO, they got the Hard Knocks New York Giants thing going on right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And they did last episode, they did the last 10 years of quarterbacks. I think they went all the way back to Winston, and
Mm-hmm.
man, it's been a lot of misses, bro.
Yeah,
It's been a lot of misses.
yeah.
There's been a lot of quarterbacks taken. It was a lot of quarterbacks taken before Patrick Mahomes.
True.
People forgot he was way down Kansas City, but you know he got drafted in the teens, man.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, it was quarterbacks taken before him.
yeah.
So it's been a lot of misses. And I think sometimes the reason why those guys are missing is because they throwing them out there right away.
That's
That's
what I was
just
going
my
to
take.
ask you. That's what I was going to ask you. Yeah,
That's just my take. They throwing them out there right away. A
yeah,
guy like Justin Daniels, number one, number two pick, and it's not really, you know, yeah, you got Mariota, but it ain't really like an established veteran. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Mariota sort of been bounced around the last couple years. Now, if he was with Washington for the last 2 years, I would be like, man, if I was Justin Daniels, I'm like, man, let that man go out there on it. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and compete. I'm gonna get better every day. And then when it's my turn, it's my turn. But I'm not in no rush
Yeah,
for what?
yeah,
You know. So, but that thing they did with the H on the Hard Knocks, and they showed pause, and they showed all those, they showed all those. Yeah, you wild for that one. I'm wild for that. So they
yeah,
showed all the quarterbacks drafted in the last 10, 12 years. From I think they went from 14 to 20, you know, to last year's draft.
yeah,
Man, some of them people ain't even in the league no more. First round, second round, first round picks, top 5 picks. You know, so I just think, man, you got to be very careful with that.
yeah.
I think Sean Springs told me Mike Holmgren told him something that was very valuable. He
Mm-hmm.
said you cannot really truly evaluate a quarterback until after 30 some games, right? About 3 years. Give him about 3 legitimate years, and then you can see, you know, if he gonna make it or if he's not. You
Right,
know,
right.
so
So,
you know,
so let me ask you this because I know you more closer to this than I am. Do teams do they put priority on player development like quarterback? You know, I know at one time player development was big in every team for every
yeah,
organization, but
yeah,
I just don't see it with all of them anymore. You have your handful, but and those be the teams that
yeah,
be the most successful.
yep, yeah. I think some teams do, but I think now the player development is shit. I'm throwing you out there. We gonna develop on the run, on the go.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
learn on the job.
On the job, and then also player development starting at in high school or over here in second the first, you know, first grade. They got quarterback coaches. You got kids that got quarterback coaches from first, second, third grade that's all the way up with them, and that's their development.
Yeah, and we just
So
saw
by the time
we just saw that firsthand. You know, the No Cap Sports Show had the opportunity to go interview the little youngest at the All Star game that OG Radcliffe Thomas threw, and
shout out to Radcliffe, what's happening, soldier?
yes, sir. And these kids, they carried themselves and presented themselves like pros. So you're right.
Yeah,
It's
that's what
starting
I'm
early.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So they starting the kids, and that's one of the things I used to talk about with one of my good friends, my man, Mr. Graham, Coach Graham. He's over there at Virginia Academy now. Him and his son, you know, in different things or whatever. And I used to tell him like certain kids, you know, when they get talking about developing, nah, when we get when they you might develop them a little bit. When they freshmen, but shit, when they get to high school, I ain't got time to do no development. I got what you mean? I'm gonna help them. You know what I'm saying? As far as work on their craft, work on their skill set, but it's tough when somebody been developing over since fourth, fifth, sixth grade, and I've been working with the Kobe Turner an hour a day for the last 6, 7 years. It's nothing that you can. I done seen it all because Kobe is preparing me not to play high school or AAU ball. Kobe's preparing me the right way to play college, you know what I'm saying, or maybe get an opportunity to play professional, right?
Yeah.
So when you have a coach that's locked in or whatever, and like I said, I think that's where it's sort of a fine line, you know, when it comes to that development, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Because now, shit, when you get to the pros, ain't nothing. What you mean develop? You're
Yeah.
supposed to
Yeah.
develop, you
Fact.
know, way back 8th grade.
Fact.
Shit,
Fact.
you know. So, and I think we didn't have. And that was the difference, I think, for myself and other players that came in. And I think you can tell you this goes to all sports. You tell me if I'm wrong. When you went to high school, because we was playing rec league up Alexandria, we was playing Boys and Girls Club, Silver Spring, AAU. When we got to high school, I mean that shit was almost like it was, you know, those drills and stuff. Like we've been doing that since we was in the 3rd, 4th grade, right?
Child's play.
Right, but
Yeah.
the guys, so that was our development. We didn't have necessarily the coach, the individual coaching development. We had you gonna go play up the rec, you gonna play, you know, basketball season, and then you gonna learn how to play from the OGs outside. You know, that was my coaching development. So I think it's a fine line, but like I said, I think most of them guys now they developing saying, hey, you got a quarterback coach, you got that assistant quarterback coach. The assistant quarterback coach gonna be the one that's watching the extra film with them, breaking it down, you know, whatever, and we gonna throw him out to the fire, and he gonna develop on the run.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Right.
you know,
Shout out Fredo. I see Fredo in here, aka Garland Green, Gerald Green.
Fredo.
What up, Cuzzo BA? So
Man.
talking about quarterbacks, we just talked about the young guns that's coming in. Let's talk about Jalen Hurts. He got a new offensive coordinator coming in, Kellen Moore. You know what I'm saying? Do you think he's going to fit Kellen Moore's system? You think he's going to be successful in that system?
I don't think Jalen Hurts and them had a problem last year. I think Jalen Hurts and them had a problem when he was trying to force the ball to A.J. Brown. You can't go 7-0. Last time I checked, they was 8-0. Moving the ball around, getting everybody involved. Then it was that blow up on the sideline. He wasn't getting the ball early enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then it seemed like it was a shit show from there. Everything just went downhill. You know, they was winning games by the skin of their teeth at the last second field goal. Got to do this, got to do that, or whatever. You got to understand. Listen, every great wide receiver eventually got to say, is it about me or is it about the team? You got your bag now, so he should be like, man, look, whatever we need to do, You got Saquon that helped take the running off. So now Jalen Hurts don't got to run as much. That's going to be big for you in Baltimore. That's going to be huge for you in Baltimore. You know, man, you can't keep having, you know what I'm saying? What's the name? What's your quarterback name?
Come on, man.
I don't know. I didn't know. What's his name? What's his name? I forgot.
Mr. Jackson to you.
Okay. So number 8 from Baltimore, you can't just have him keep running, trying to finish out them games, taking big shots and doing that type of stuff or whatever. You want him to take a big shot on second down, you know, he get up, shoulder damn near broke, but now he got to get up and throw a 25-yard comeback. That's why you brought the big boy in. Let him be strong where he's strong. Yeah, he gonna still do, run it. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna bring more versatility. You know what I'm saying? A different style and it's going to open up the offense for Baltimore. But you know what I'm saying. But when it's Jalen Hurts, that's why you bring in the big. That's why you bring in Saquon. Let
Yeah.
Saquon take some of these runs, man. So I ain't got to be getting hit every. Taking.
Mhm.
I can take less shots, and I can focus on just reading the defense, making a correct throw. Yeah, I think that's going to help out a lot. So I don't have a problem with Jalen Hurts. I do want him to win. And I say this to Jalen Hurts, and I'm saying this to every African American black quarterback on the No Cap Sports Show podcast when I first show back after the summer. Hey, listen,
Mhm.
whatever got you there, continue to do it.
Yeah.
Get to the biggest game of your life and don't do what you've been doing since we just talked about, since you've been getting developed. Man, everything out the door. You got, man, forget all the naysayers. You didn't do it the right way or you didn't do it this way. No, Jalen Hurts.
100%.
Well, yeah, man, go do what you do. Now, if it's a tall sweep to Saquon, let it a tall sweep to Saquon. So
Yeah.
I think it's going to be. I think Jalen Hurts going to be okay. I think they got him some help, and they took care of what you call him. So now he won't be crying about the ball. They took care of their two top receivers, so they should be good.
Yeah, and I agree. I think Jalen Hurts was fine already, but I do think in Kellen Moore's offense that he's going to go to the next level because one thing that I've noticed about Kellen Moore, he has a history of producing a style of play that results in the quarterback becoming prolific. He
Yes,
was
sir.
in Dallas from 2019 to 2022, and 3 of those years, his quarterback finished first, fourth, and sixth in terms of quarterback production. So I was listening to an interview that Kellen Moore was doing, and he was talking about Jalen Hurts and things that he wanted to do for him to take him to the next level. And one of the things he mentioned was he wanted to implement some more pre-snap motion. He also said that Jalen is a little tunnel vision, so he wanted them to spread the ball across the field a little bit more because
There's tunnel vision.
yeah,
There's tunnel
because
vision.
he always went to the right side of the field per Kayla Moore. Like that was his. He didn't even look to the other side of the field. So that's one thing that he wanted to work with him on. And then also he got Saquon Barkley now, so that should take a lot of pressure off that
Come
passing.
on, man.
You know
Come
what I'm
on,
saying?
man.
And that's
Come
going to
on.
help Jalen Hurts a lot. So they're going to be
That's
dangerous,
going
bro.
that's going to help. No question. That's going to help Philadelphia a lot because what you're going to have to decide is as a defense. Hey, look, are we going to sit up here and double team this safety? Whoever the safeties is playing against Philly, man. Man. Hey, look, drink your water.
Mm-hmm.
Get your. Hey, look, take it easy on your reps that week because you're gonna have to do both. So you're gonna have to
Mm-hmm.
buckle your chin strap up. You're gonna have to come down here on Saquon, and then you got to get back because as much as AJ is one thing, you still got Devontae Smith running down this field fast as I don't know what, and you better believe you got to get back. So I think that is the biggest thing I think is going what Philadelphia is going to do as far as look. Are you gonna put 8 in the box and we just gonna try to cover these guys up, or are
Mm-hmm.
we gonna sit back and play coverage and we're gonna be sit back and we're gonna do a cover 2, cover 4 type of scheme, whatever. And now you putting holes because Philadelphia still got one of the still got a nice solid offensive line.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where you gonna pick your poison. So I
Yep.
think that'll help. That'll help Jalen Hurts. I think that'll help him out a lot. Or whatever, like you were saying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So transition from one great black quarterback to the next, my man, the great eight. I know how you feel about him, but I know how you feel about him for real. But one of the
great.
questions
Hey, who's that? Hold on, man.
out there in
Hey,
Baltimore, out there in Charm City. So what the fans want to know is how much pressure is on Lamar Jackson this season.
you got it. I'm gonna let you go first.
Well, I'm gonna say none. I don't think there is any pressure on him. I get it that every team, every quarterback's goal is to win a Super Bowl, and with him being a two-time MVP, um, that outside energy is definitely going to put the pressure on him, saying, "Hey, look, you got all these accolades. You the MVP of the league. All right, now it's time for you to get to the Super Bowl and bring your team a trophy." I get that, and that's every quarterback's goal all around the league. But
Right.
the fact of the matter is, there's only one team going to win the Super Bowl, and
100%.
we seen MVPs, we seen Hall of Fame quarterbacks through the history of this sport, not winning Super Bowls, you know what I mean? But still, still regarded as great quarterbacks. So I think that if there's any pressure, it'd be the pressure on himself to win a Super Bowl, because I know that's something he really wants to do. And he said it on his draft day. They said, what is Baltimore going to get from you? He said, they're going to get a Super Bowl out of me. Believe that. And I think he really feels that. He really believed that. And to me, I get it. He hasn't had the best playoff success since he's been in the league. But to me, I think he's ascending. I think each playoff he's getting better. He's getting better. You know what I mean? It's still not great, but I think he's getting better. I think he's taking the steps to get there. Last year they was in the AFC Championship game, and to your point, where we was just talking about Jalen Hurts, he forgot about everything he had in his will basket that got him there, that got him to where to got him to be the MVP, and he was listening to the naysayers and all the talk on the outside, and want to prove that he could beat Kansas
So,
City throwing his arm, with his arm. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Don't play Mahomes' game. That's what
Nah,
Mahomes
play
do.
your game.
Play your game. Use a little bit of your arm. Use a little bit of your legs. Because we saw so many opportunities. He could have blew that game wide open with his legs, but he
Right.
chose not to use it because he wanted to prove people who don't even fucking matter. He wanted to prove to them that he could do A, B, and C, but really he should have just kept doing X, Y, and Z. And I think we would have saw a different outcome come from Baltimore, and it'll be a whole nother conversation around Lamar Jackson if he chose to play his game and not try to play somebody else's game that they expect him to play.
Very well. I love everything you said. I support everything you said. Shout out to his quarterback coach, T. Martin, and the whole quarterback room. First time in the NFL history, it doesn't get as much publicity as it should that the Baltimore Ravens had a all black quarterback room, starter and both backups, as well as the head coach. So
And the coaches.
shout out to Harbaugh and the Baltimore Ravens organizations for that. Shout out to T. Martin. Call me. I'm gonna get your number. Call me back, chunk. You know what I mean? And so shout out to them for that. With that being said, I don't care what Baltimore Ravens does. No, I'm serious. I don't care what they do in the regular season, because it's almost like I'm not judging. It was like how I was a hard critic, right? I was a
Mhm.
hard critic on the boy Jason Tatum when we had the OGs on here, the basketball legends on here, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Two basketball legends,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I was super hard on Jason Tatum. I said, man, I don't care what you did in the regular season. I want to see what you can do in the actual,
Postseason.
playoffs,
Yeah.
postseason. So
Mm-hmm.
I just want Lamar to go do what he does in the postseason, and I would judge him from that. But he's accomplished everything else. He's done everything else. Like I said, I think him getting the back where he don't have to take all them hits throughout them 17, 18, 22 some games is going to play a major part. Now you got the big boy back there. You know what I'm saying? Let him take some of them. Let him do some of them runs. Or whatever the case may be. For sure.
Yeah,
Chris Henry. You got Chris Henry. So let
yeah,
him take some, let him get some of them runs. Second in this, third and short. Nah, he gonna do that, you
yeah,
know. And
yeah,
I think that's gonna play a major part. It's gonna keep him fresh. That third week 13 to the playoffs,
yeah.
or whatever. So he just got to go. And then when it comes to the biggest game, hey, look, if the throw's not there, then do what you do.
Take the fuck
What
off.
you Man, listen, sometimes it's not even taking off. Sometimes it's about the threat of me running like I'm about to take off and opening up the field and play backyard football.
Yeah,
It don't matter. They don't say, well, oh man, Lamar Jackson, he played backyard football, or he ran and had 165 yards and won a Super Bowl. Nah, they when they introduce him from that point on, they say Super Bowl champion quarterback Lamar Jackson. So I think that's where he needs to go back to. I don't have no criticism towards Slim besides, man, when it comes time for when that's like somebody telling Kobe to Kobe Turner. When I used to go see you play and y'all was either down 6 points, you would laugh. You would laugh for 4, 8 points. You would laugh. You like, man, that ain't nothing but two regular shots for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You didn't get down in the post and act like, turn your shoulders and post up. You came down, said, Speedy, give me the ball.
Facts.
Came down, boom, boom. Tie game. Now everybody play defense.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about? Go to what you do best. Go to what you do best. That's a part of the game. Knowing to know when you go to your bread and butter. Do what you do best. I'm not saying take off and start running every time, but no, he needs to incorporate that in his game, especially when he was down. Now, come on. They dropping everybody. Well, y'all gonna drop everybody? Cool. I'm gonna show you just how fast I am.
Yeah.
Now, additionally, you got to keep that safety or that linebacker that you got robbing all those intermediate routes. Now you got to have a spy on me, and now I need my outside receivers to win.
Yeah.
And if y'all win, now we can judge the throws that he will have to make, because some of his throws, Cole, we got to be honest, he hitting cheerleaders in the face with the ball. Motherfucker threw a fade route, knocked over. The cheerleader was on top of the pyramid.
Hey, bro, that was like week 2, brother. You still talking about that shit week 2, man? God damn. Man, you and Spring's terrible, man. Hey, if I see that pop up on my phone this season, I will not.
Hey, your brother gonna call you ASAP. He gonna. Hey, he hit a cheerleader on top of the pyramid. You hear me? Hit her so hard she done fell off, hit her head on the Gatorade cooler. What? Oh my God. On a fade route. What? That shit landed 7 yards out of bounds. No, but seriously though, I truly I'm rooting for the young man, man. I want to see him do well. And shout out to him, and shout out, like I said, to T Martin and that staff over there. Besides when y'all play against that team up north. You know who it is.
Yeah, I know who it is. Yeah. That team, he only lost once to his whole career. So yeah. I get it.
We've been where y'all trying to go, brother.
Nah, we trying to win a Super Bowl. We ain't just trying to go.
I hear you. You got to get there first. Last time I checked, in the last 3 years, it's only been Kansas City and us as AFC champions.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Salute.
Yeah, as you should.
We're gonna see. Hey, I'm gonna have your tickets ready for you. Will call you coming back, man. Got the flight meeting for you, everything, man.
No way. I will never go in Baltimore no more. No way.
Had the tickets for you, front row, everything. This motherfucker did not show.
Shout out to all our listeners and viewers. If you ever invite me to a Baltimore Ravens game, no way. I'll meet you at Will Call. Last Baltimore Ravens game I went to, shout out to my boy BJ. I took BJ to see the Denver. He a diehard Denver Broncos fans. And my man Sid, shout out to T Subs, gave us some tickets. And we went out there. And, I literally sat in the stands for about 1 quarter. Then I went to the bar and was chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good luck to you this season, man.
Yeah, that's how it was at the Dallas game. I enjoyed Jerry's World, but I didn't watch one down of the game. I was just roaming around the stadium, going to the bar, smoking my cigar. Man, fuck that game.
You can smoke cigars in the stadium?
Man, they got it. Yeah, they sell cigars there.
Man, get out of here. Where they got like a smoking section or something?
Yeah.
Okay, that's tough.
Yep.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
So before we transition to something else, one last football question the fans want to know from us is who do we think will be the league's biggest breakout? Whether it's a team or as a player, who you think is going to break out this year?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Who do I think is going to be the league's biggest breakout? Uh Man, that's a tough one. Oh man, I'm trying to think. Who do I think is going to be the league's biggest breakout? Who you got? Who you
I,
think?
I'll start it off. So I didn't know whether to go with a team or individual player, so I give you one of each. So I don't even know if I can classify them as being a breakout team because I think they broke out last year, but I think they even going to be better this year. Is
Green Bay Packers.
no Houston. So
Oh
we
man, they ain't break out. They done broke.
right, but what they added from what they had, it's like damn, they going you would expect them to just take it to a whole nother level now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was on the fence of calling them a breakout team, but
Breakout. Right. Right.
shit, they
Right.
add Stephon Diggs, you get Joe Mixon, you got Miko Collins in the building, you got Robert, what's his name? Robert, Woods. They got Robert Woods, then they got that
Yeah.
pass rusher, Daniel Hunter. Like they ready. They ready,
Yeah.
ready. And
Yeah.
we already know what CJ Stroud is as a quarter. He showed that as a rookie. Like
Yeah.
I don't see him declining any. He's just gonna get better and better.
Yeah.
And in terms of a breakout season for an individual player, and this might be more hope than actuality, but I'm gonna go with Bryce Young, because I think he has the talent. You know,
It's
I
tough
think
when you the number one pick, man. People don't understand. You the number one pick for a
yeah,
reason.
yeah,
You number
yeah,
one pick mean you going to the worst team organization for a reason.
yeah.
Y'all suck.
And,
They were terrible.
but the reason why, I think he's going to break out because one, I believe in his talent, but
Yes, sir. He can ball, man. He's a
yeah,
beast. Yeah, ain't no question about that. He can boogie now. He can throw
yeah.
that ball. Yeah.
But more importantly, their new head coach is Dave Canales or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
He has a proven track record of developing quarterbacks and turning them into some dogs. Like I mean, he was there in Seattle when Geno Smith had that great season there. You know what I mean? He was
Yeah.
the NFL comeback player of the year. Then I think he
Uh-huh.
also made the Pro Bowl that year. And then he was the quarterbacks coach for which is Baker Mayfield, when he threw what was it?
Down
Was
in
it last
Tampa.
season? Yeah, he
Yeah,
threw
Tampa.
for
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah
last
Tampa.
year.
He threw for
Yeah.
over 4,000 yards, 28 touchdowns, 10
Yeah.
interceptions, and so now he's the head coach in Carolina, and I think he's gonna be a blessing for Bryce Young. And so we'll
Yeah.
see. And Adam, he got Adam Thielen there, somebody that he can depend on throwing the
Veteran.
ball to. So I'm
Yep.
looking forward for him to definitely take another step and break out this season.
That young boy from South Carolina that's actually at from South Carolina that wound up getting drafted. Carolina drafted him with their first overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he's a dog. A lot of people don't know about him because University of South Carolina was trash. They really wasn't that good. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's gonna help them out a lot. I
Here
don't know.
receiver.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think his last name is Legit or something like that. Legit.
Xavier Leggett.
Leggett. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm terrible with names. Sorry about that to all our listeners and viewers. I am still old dog, or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
nah, but as far as I'm just thinking out breakout players, man, I don't know. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. I don't know about that one. I tell you who I would like to see be a breakout and have a good season is actually it's a young boy out here from Arizona. He played wide receiver. And
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to get an opportunity. He came out of Stanford a couple years ago. He was a monster before he had major knee surgeries. He's
Mm-hmm.
actually engaged to the young lady that plays for the U.S. women's soccer team. I forgot his name,
Hmm.
but man, he can book. And I ain't just saying that because I'm out here in AZ, but I
Mm-hmm.
seen that when he was at Stanford, caught a couple late night games where he was killing, man. But he had major knee surgery, and I think he stopped playing and then came back or whatever. And talking to some of the people out here or whatever, the saying, and and then also I'm rooting for the young boy. I want to see him break out and have a good, solid. I wouldn't say a breakout, but I want to see the boy Dotson do good from back home, Commanders. Like, come on, bro. Me and him got the same therapist we do. A shout out to my man, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying, or whatever, Dr. Dillon, you know what I'm saying, from Optimal Performance. You know what I mean? Want to give him some love. Shout out to him doing great things. And he's worked with everybody from Dotson to Stephon Diggs to so forth and so forth. A great young man, good, building his business and doing good things and back home in the community. And I want to see. I think he could be a monster in that slot, man.
Yeah,
But I don't know if he got that. Just like my name but I got that last part, that dog, man.
that
I don't
dog.
know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He got to show me a little more, and this year 3 for him. So this is it. And he was a first. A lot of people don't even realize he got drafted over a lot of guys in the first round. If you remember, Washington took him high 3 years ago.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, Washington took him high 3 years ago. So it's a bunch of guys I want to see do well, and I think that's going to break out. And as far as teams go, Green Bay, man, Green Bay, Green Bay.
Yeah,
I think I stand on that. Green Bay, and my AFC team is open. They just need a quarterback out there, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
mm,
open.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Salute
Shit,
to them.
did you been following USA basketball in the Olympics?
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Steve Kerr, but I ain't mad at it though. It seemed like it's working.
Yeah,
So
so yeah, that's one of the questions
I
I was
mean,
going to ask you.
that's right up your, that's your alley. You tell me what you think about it. How would
Yeah,
you feel?
but first, because I know you have an opinion on it, because we talked about it a little bit offline, but I
Yeah,
just wanted for our listeners and our viewers, do you
yeah.
think
Go ahead.
Jason Tatum not playing the other night was fair or foul?
Yeah, to all our listeners and viewers. Now, with that being said, to all our listeners and viewers, all y'all listen and view what I'm about to say. And what I'm about to say is, I don't care. You got at least, man. There's no way possible he shouldn't have got some type of playing time.
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes, first quarter, 5 minutes 5 minutes in the first half, maybe 3 in the second. Come on, man. Don't tell me you can't. I don't care what your rotation is. At the end of the day, that's still a fresh body, and that is a damn near MVP of the NBA. How is it that you gonna play the young boy that is a role player on the team on the Boston Celtics, white, but you don't play him? You can't say, well, he not playing good defense or he ain't been playing. You didn't even give him an opportunity. You didn't give him no minutes. Jason Tatum is better than me. He's better than me. But I tell you what, if Jason Tatum is a dog, I can't wait to see when the Golden State Warriors play against Boston Celtics. I can't wait. I know Jason Tatum going to try to give Steve Kerr 50. And I will talk to him. And every time I will talk to him. I will talk to him after every shot. That's for the first. That's for the first 2 minutes. That's for the third. Oh, you didn't play me in the second half. I'm going to give you 25. There's no way possible, bro. Come on, man. We
Yeah,
had the dream team and everybody played besides Christian Laettner, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come
yeah,
on, Cole. Come
yeah,
on, Cole.
yeah.
Now, with that being said, I'm gonna just say this last thing. They did do it today with Embiid because they went small.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, cool. But even still, you could have still gave Anthony Davis a little bit of rest. Let him go. Let Embiid go in there and foul a couple people whoever's hot when they go to the rack, use them fouls up. It's a
Yeah,
physical game. We playing. That's one thing we know when it comes to the Olympics and it's basketball. It's physical. So why not put a physical force out there, especially a defensive presence?
yeah.
So that's just my opinion on it. I don't think no player that's on the NBA Olympic team should not get no minutes. I don't think it's happened before. Besides Christian Laettner, I don't think it's ever happened before.
Yeah.
Not nobody with the status of somebody like a Jason Tatum.
I mean, hey, look, that you have a fair point there, but you already know I'm going the opposite direction.
I know. Go ahead.
I think that, and I think it was fair, and this is why. Team USA is a different monster. I get it. Everybody on that team is all NBA, all stars, and they mean a lot for their teams. But sometimes when there's a collection of great players like that, and you're playing in competition, trying to win, a coach, he's trying to figure out the right rotations, the people who fit well together. Um, and I get watching him play today and watching him play through them 5 exhibition games. He's not as impactful on this team
Okay.
as Derek White and Drew Holiday, because they do all of those small things that you
They do
need.
the dirty work. They do the dirty work.
They do the dirty work, because you're gonna have superstars on the floor.
Yes,
So
sir.
who you mix in with those superstars is extremely important. So if Jason Tatum can't turn off the superstar button just for this team and be like, okay, I'm gonna be a defender, I'm gonna be a lockdown defender, I'm gonna dive on the floor, I'm gonna get every rebound, then he loses a little bit of his value. And I can see where a coach can get lost. He probably didn't even, it wasn't intentional not playing him. He was just caught in the rotation and saw what was working during that game. And he's like, this is who I'm
Time
going
out.
with.
Time out. It was intentional. He told him before the game that he was not going to play.
Oh, well, there you go. Where he didn't think that he was a good fit against the Serbs.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. And look, and I'll take it back to, so I played on one of the best AAU basketball teams in the country. All right. And our team was filled with all Americans, all Mets. Wasn't nobody under first or second team all Met on our team. But we had guys, we go travel to these national tournaments that was first team, second team all Met, first team all PG County, Player of the Year PG County, that did not get in the game. You know what I'm saying? They were the man where they was at. They might have been the man at Potomac High School or Largo High School or wherever high school they went to. But now you with the Avengers. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta find a role. You gotta find a way to get on the court. You gotta do the small things, because there's not any room for another superstar out here. We already identified the stars of the stars, so we're going to feature them. Now,
Right.
anybody else who's going to get on the court with them are the people that's going to complement them. So
Yes,
if you can't do that, you're going to sit your ass down. And I don't care if you was all NBA, you NBA champion. That's just what it is.
Gotcha. You're 100% right. I'm just saying, I think he could have. They was up 20 with about 6 minutes to go, up 15 with about 6 minutes to go in the first game. And I think he could at least got in for some garbage time. Give your players some rest, keep them fresh. You getting ready, you getting ready to go into what is it? What they call it? Not medal round, but you getting ready to run it. You getting ready to get out of group play, and you getting ready to go into, if you lose, you gone. You lose, you go home.
Yeah.
So give your players, give your players a little rest.
I ain't even gonna hold you, cause I'd rather not play than get garbage time, bro.
The good thing about,
Because if I don't play, they'll be like,
look at this. You see this?
yeah.
The thing about it in our blood, we never really had to worry about that. See that blood? it would, in our blood, we really never had to worry about that type of shit. So, it doesn't matter. We've been on the pro on those teams or whatever. And you 1,000% right. because I've been on Silver Spring AAU team. Shout out to Rob Jackson, Silver Spring Blue Devils. Shout out to Treon Bridges, Shaq Brew,
Please,
Damian, Kevin, and all them. The one and only Mike Gill. All them
Gil,
boys.
Gil, man, return my call. You need to be on the show. Big dumbass.
Yeah, he over here rapping. Hello. My man Mike Gill. But with that being said, Lonnie Baxter, all them boys, shout out to them. But the thing about it with me was I used to tell them, I don't want to be on the A team. I play football.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna strap up, play defense on y'all, get y'all better, and I'm gonna play my role. So I understand the whites of the role. I understand the holidays of the role. I know no problem. But what I'm saying is, I don't think it just him getting 5 minutes or even if it would have been 5 minutes meaningful, when they was up 10, give him 5 minutes in the game, and let it play. Now, hey, he said he got a system, is working for him, so be it. But like I said, Jason Tatum's is definitely showing that he is the ultimate pro.
For sure.
No question about it.
Salute to him. Salute to him.
So salute to Jason Tatum. Salute to you and your brand. I know you over there having fun, chilling with the fam. Salute to you, brother. Because me and Steve Kerr would have had a very odd conversation about no question.
Same here. Because
Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect. I work too hard on my craft and my skill set for you not to play me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want, if you want to, it's a difference because of being benched, right? I've been benched before. I ain't perfect. I put that out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been benched before. No problem. If I'm not playing up to par and you want to bench me because you feel like another player, you want to go with another, no problem. But don't have me on the bench and have me dress and I'm not playing. That ain't crazy.
Yeah.
Man, you better knock it off.
Yeah, I feel you. I agree with you, but at the same time, I just understand that sometimes circumstances.
Yeah, but I ain't fighting for Tyler. What's his name? Hansberg. That's his name. What's his name? That's his name.
Well,
right? Halliburton. Whatever his name is, Halliburton. Whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Halliburton. We already had a burger. I ain't fighting for already had a burger. You know. We already had a burger. He out there wilding, man. He out there in the club.
Impossible burger. He ain't no real burger.
Shout out to my little cuz Tracy over there balling, having fun. Tracy, what's up, man? Take time. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Tracy over there, got living it up. You know what I'm saying? So, man, that man had a burger. He already out there. He chilling. He young. He young. He just happy. But come on, man. Man.
Yeah.
Like I said, but to each his own. So, yeah.
Yeah, I respect it.
It's working. He started today, and they went crazy today. So he started today, and obviously it worked well. So whatever Steve Kerr doing, we'll see. So I hope it works. I just hope they come home with the goal.
Yeah. So one more question before we get up out of here. Now that you've seen Team USA play a couple games in the Olympics and you saw them play those 5 exhibition games, who do you feel is the biggest threat to the USA team?
I always feel it's not even close. Canada. Oh, Canada.
Yeah. Out of that 12-man roster, 11 of their players are NBA players. So
come on, man.
So it makes sense.
Not in question. Canada gonna be like Bump used to be up in the morning on Saturdays up Moret.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know about it, to all our listeners and viewers, ask somebody.
Doc's Gym.
Come on, man. You better get there early.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
South Hill, South Campus, University of Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
God rest in peace to the GOAT from Montgomery County, Kevin McClinton. Shout out to Darren McClinton, doing great things, big things in the community with all the players all around the country, all around the world, females and males.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Darren the monster.
Come on, man. But that's what I'm saying though. So yeah. So that's
Yeah.
that's just my I don't know. What you think?
So as I thought about it, so obviously it's only three teams that we can really think about even competing with the USA in this Olympics, and that's Canada that you just mentioned. There's also
France.
Germany and there's France.
Okay, yeah. So we on
So
the same page. I
yeah,
ain't think Germany though. I ain't seen who Germany got.
so you know they the Wagner brothers. They got
Okay.
what's the little Bama used to look like a gremlin from Germany, dark skin dark skin dude.
Oh yeah,
Schroeder.
yeah, Schroeder, yeah,
Dennis
Schroeder,
Schroeder, yeah.
Dennis Schroeder.
I apologize, Dennis.
Nah,
But
I don't apologize. No,
but
we
yeah,
don't
but no, but
apologize.
you
We
know,
gonna
they
be,
like
hey, listen. This is the No Cap Sports Show
for
podcast.
sure, for sure.
We can say whatever we want to say. We can say how your name is. I just call somebody Tyler. What I say?
What a burger.
Whataburger.
Hamburger.
Hamburger. You get me?
But
Shit,
yeah,
he selling.
so Germany tough. I think Germany is ranked second or third in the world.
Okay.
Um, and then of course, we just mentioned Canada. But I saw them play both of those teams in the exhibition season right before the Olympics. And USA handled Canada pretty well, and that's
Okay.
before KD suited up.
Oh
Um,
man, shout out to
it-
KD, man. He looked great the
yeah,
other night. I
yeah,
didn't see him. I didn't get a chance to see him play today. I recorded the game.
yeah,
But I can't wait to see him. But the other day, man, shout out to him, man, going through the injuries that he went through, and you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, to come out to have the game that he had.
yeah,
Salute,
yeah.
King,
And
King,
then
brother.
yeah, for sure, man. KD came, man. He definitely added to that team. He came out on fire, and he showed who. What he say? You know who I am, and
You
that's
know
what.
what I mean?
And
Yep.
that's how he played.
Yeah.
Um, and then we saw USA play against Germany exhibition season. That was a really good close game. LeBron had to come up clutch in the final 4 or 5 minutes to
Yeah.
help them seal that victory. So that's somebody to watch out for. But I'm gonna go with France, and this is why I'm gonna go with France. It is because we haven't seen them play yet. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see them play in the exhibition season. They haven't played in the Olympics yet, so it's the unknown. And then they got those
You sure
big.
they ain't playing? Nah, Cope. They just played. Remember, they just played against the little. They played against China, and they were saying that it was the tallest player playing against the shortest player.
Yeah. The France did, but yeah, they went to overtime. But
I see what you're saying. You saying they ain't played a tough. I got you.
yeah,
I
I'm
got
just
you.
saying like France and US haven't played against each other.
Oh yeah,
That's
played
what I'm
against each
saying.
other. Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So that's why I'm saying the unknown, like how USA is going to approach that game with those 2 7-footers down there. You got a 7'5" dude and you got a 7'2" dude down there. So
Yeah,
that's a
you
game.
gotta
That's
start
a
and
game.
beat that game. Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta play and beat
absolutely.
it. You gotta play and beat it. Anthony. I don't even want
Yeah, and you gotta be that game. You gotta be knocking down your shots because nobody just driving to the rim nilly willy and think you just gonna lay it up because them Bama's they throw shit up out of there. You know what I
man.
mean? So
Hey, tough question for you though. That might not be on our agenda.
mhm.
Shit, you gonna? I mean, Steph Curry keeps starting. He won for some.
Steph Curry has struggled. He
He
has
ice
struggled,
cold.
but you know what it is? He's Steph.
Steph Curry like that Sprite at the end of the night. That's all the way down at the bottom of the cooler.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker be cold, don't it? Hey, why you laughing?
Hey,
Everybody,
because I already know.
all our
Everybody,
listeners and viewers, listen,
I
laughing
don't
on
care.
that.
I don't care if the cooler is full. You going down to the bottom.
Hey, listen.
Motherfucker hand numb everything.
Ooh. Hey, at the end of the night though, and that's probably been down there for the whole time. Look,
Yeah,
ooh,
yeah,
what?
yeah,
With that last plate before your cigar, or after your cigar, right before your cigar. Oh my
yeah.
God, what? And then that Sprite, that's how cold he is right now. He that cold. He
Yeah,
that Sprite at the end, he all the way at the bottom.
yeah,
And it look, it might not even be in the cool. It might go old school around the hood, around the way. The bottom of the trash can with the plastic.
yeah.
That's where he trapped.
God
Like
damn,
somebody blow a gun back.
he cold as a motherfucker. Shit.
Hey,
Damn.
come on, man. Anybody else? His ass should have been on the bench. If it wasn't for his ass should have been on the bench. For real. He ain't made nothing but man, they gonna need him. He gonna have to knock down some shots, man. If not, he got to Steve Kerr gotta be like, well, at least give Jason Tatum an opportunity to shoot some threes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he has not been playing well.
Yeah.
At
Fact.
all.
That's a fact, but you have to expect that one of these games coming up to, for gold contention, he's gonna catch fire. I know he is.
Well, that's just like they tell you at the cookout, Cub. They say, man, shit, I brought a whole bunch of Sprites. It should be one underneath it, but you don't know because you got to reach your. Motherfucker cold as shit, motherfucker. Steph Curry talking about the splash, brother. Shit, that shit. What? Them heavy ass Under Armour shoes he got on out there. That's his problem. Them big ass ankle braces.
No
you know
bullshit.
What I'm saying? That's his problem.
Oh bullshit! Hey, shout out to Sprite.
Shout out to Sprite. When you're trying to get right after a long night, you got to have a Sprite. Shout out to Sprite, man. Salute.
Hey, cuz, only thing you want to tell the people before I get us out of here?
That's it, man. Just want to say, man, we appreciate all our listeners and viewers. Man, we really do. If you support us, it costs you nothing to go out and subscribe, right, cuz?
That's
right. It costs you nothing to subscribe.
Hit that like
button. Don't like all our posts. 100, 200, 400, some people liking the post or whatever the case may be, and don't go out and subscribe. We're trying to get this thing, you know what I'm saying, to an even bigger platform this year. We got great people that started this thing. We got great people that's continuing to work with us behind the scenes, in front of the scenes. And we just want to get the content out there. Keep that shit original. We not in cahoots or trying to compete against nobody. I see other podcasts coming out with all DC this and Maryland, Virginia. And we ain't doing none of that.
Mm-hmm.
We are the No Cap Sports Show where conversations and sports collide. That's and good content. That's whether you agree with it or you don't. The bottom line, we're gonna talk about it. We'll agree to disagree and we'll move on. But it's coming straight from the heart and it's genuine. Bottom line. So we support, man. We appreciate everybody. We support all, you know what I'm saying, all our guests. We got some big time guests coming up this year.
Yeah.
Special guests coming, man. We got some things that's in the works, man. And we just want y'all to continue to support. And also let us know what you guys want to hear. Let us know some things, some topics that you want to talk about. So that way we can put those topics on our agenda and we can get some information out there to y'all. So that's just all I want to say.
Facts. All right, you heard my bro, old dog. This is the No Cap Sports Show podcast. To all of our viewers and listeners, we appreciate you rocking with your boys. Everybody stay cool, stay safe, and always move with respect and honor. Until the next time, salute.
Salute. Money Mo, Fredo.
Garland Green.